Welcome to the world of travel. Here we are to cover the 28th edition of Satte, which is being held at the India Expo Mart in Greater Noida. The organizer, Informa Markets in India, have ensured a lot of safety procedures here under their AllSecure event guides. Let us go inside and talk to various exhibitors and visitors about their feedback to get back to live in-person events.
Okay, hi, I am Gopi Vishrolia. I represent Gujarat Tourism in Karnataka state. You can rightly say I am the operational head for Gujarat Tourism in state of Karnataka. A wonderful state, both are wonderful states. And today I am in Satte 2021 and we have been exhibiting our product, our state in Satte 2021, and it has been amazing experience so far. Why Gujarat? It's like Gujarat nahi dekha to kuch nahi dekha. Why? Because Gujarat has everything except snow. Gujarat has wildlife. As you can see at the backside, we have Gir, one of the Asiatic lions what we have. We also have the tallest statue of the world, that is the eighth wonder of the world, that is Statue of Unity. With Statue of Unity we have also come up with seaplane services. We also have come up with ferry boat services. The rail connectivity has recently introduced, like 8 trains are running across successfully. We have Ran Utsav, one of the magical destinations of Gujarat. We also have pilgrimage tours like Lord Krishna's land known as Dwarkadesh. We also have Somnath, one of the 12 Jyotirlings, the first Jyotirlings. We also have Nageshwar Jyotirlings second, and we have multiple locations for archaeological, for the ecotourism sites, for the golf tourism. That is our new product. So yeah, we have everything except snow.
Pamela, I work for JNK Tourism. Key features are we have adventure tourism, golf tourism, MICE tourism, pilgrimage tourism, all these are there. And right now in winters, Gulmarg is the main attraction where people come in for skiing from India as well as abroad. And nowadays we have the main attraction is tulips. Tulips, which you find, we have the second highest, largest tulip garden here in Kashmir. Okay, the garden was opened from 25th yesterday. They have been coming for many years. We have been coming here participating, and this year we were not sure because the COVID era. We were not sure whether there will be this fallout. But as it is, we were surprised. The first day people were just trickling in. Then all of a sudden there was a huge crowd. So it took us by surprise that so many people are really coming in. So all the 3 days have been wonderful. Our travel trade has done good business and we are very happy with it. All kudos to Satte.
I am Yuvraj Padole, Deputy Director in Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board. And yes, our participation in Satte is not new. We have been participating in this event since the inception of Satte. And being the last day here in Satte, and we are satisfied because we have been meeting people, media friends, travel agents, tour operators, hoteliers, and all the stakeholders in tourism. And we have been talking about the tough time which we have had last year, and also how to take the things forward. And all of us have agreed to one point that whatever things has happened. So let's forget all these tough days and difficult time. Now the things are coming back to normal, and we have to take the advantage of all these things. And as you have seen here, we are showcasing the tourism products in Madhya Pradesh, and we are known as the Tiger State of India.
Ashwini Chetwani, and I am in the travel trade since last 26 years. The message which I want to give is, let's open the borders, let everybody come to India and let Indians go around. And if anything going wrong, there are so many diseases going on, we'll fight this disease also. There's nothing to worry about. Only the thing is, like, the government of India should now help us out by motivating people and educating people in a proper way that corona is not the death. Corona is just one of the disease of so many diseases of one of its kinds.
My name is Pawan Kumar Jain. I am Joint Director with Department of Tourism, Government of Rajasthan. So we have been participating in Satte. This time the Satte exhibition has focused more on domestic tourism. Most of the states are available. Those who are the pioneer states, they are here, and they have changed now their strategies to attract more and more domestic tourists. This is a very good sign because domestic tourism has a very good potential in India, and most of the travelers travel from one state to another state. This initiative by Satte is very good because the business was also going down till August, September, and thereafter it started picking. So if such events happen, then people will also come to know that now things are opening, and they can enjoy the places and they can travel with restrictions imposed by the government. People here, I am very impressed to see that almost all people, they are wearing masks. At different places sanitizers are placed so one can sanitize the hands. Food service is also very good, and they are also taking all the precautions.
Hello everyone, this is Anuj Mansal representing Amigos Alliance. We are a B2B consolidator helping all travel agents to release their stress. This year, Satte 2021 is rocking. We are never expected this much response after the COVID, and everybody is so enthusiastic about getting in all the domestic deals. Even we are not expecting inbound this year, but definitely domestic, there is no limit how far we can go.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jitendra Chaudhary. I'm head of sales for Island Hopper, which is part of TBO. So we are DMC of Maldives, Mauritius, Seychelles and Greece. So we talk about today's show. The day has been excellent. There was a slow start, but yeah, after 12 o'clock we can see a lot of crowd, lot of meeting has happened, which were quite fruitful, and I must say we have got bumper response, which I am sure that will help us in growing further.
I am Suraj, Tourist Information Officer of Kerala Tourism. In spite of this corona time, we are getting good footfall here, and I think these sort of promotions will help us to improve our tourism.
Yeah. So having a front face-to-face conversation obviously helps.
Hi, welcome all to Satte 2021. This is the 28th edition of the show, and we should say that we have managed to put up a show in this kind of circumstances. It itself is a really good thing that we got such an industry support, government support, and all stakeholders who are coming in out in support. We have over 350 exhibitors who are here at this show, and nearly 12,000 pre-registered visitors who are coming to this show. The response has been fabulous. I think the show floors have been done. Importantly for us, I think delivering the show was how do we deliver a show in this pandemic situation and show that the business can happen in a safe and secure atmosphere. As Informa being a leading organizer, we have our own global AllSecure standards which we have implemented here, and by that we have created entire digitized registration processes, be it for exhibitors, visitors. We have digitized monitoring of footfalls within the halls, broken down into various categories of visitors. Maybe there could be VIP, even the exhibitors and the service providers. Everything I can see on my handset itself. So that level of monitoring we are doing. The other social distancing standard, we have tried to keep it as much as possible, but despite the footfalls that are there, of course the masks and all have been made mandatory within the halls. You would see, in fact, the secretary was there. He was very pleased, Secretary Tourism, with the way we have really created this ambience. And one thing which he really said, which really touched my heart, is that events like Satte are showing that India is ready to do business, and that really is what is the biggest ROI for me from doing this event. Having said that, exhibitors are also super pleased, because knowing the situation outside, they were not expecting this kind of footfalls in terms of, because this is a B2B show where the visitors are only travel agents and tour operators, and the entire industry has come out fully in support. That really shows also the need for face-to-face events. In fact, we do talk about digital events, but saying that face-to-face is something which was actually such a pent-up demand for coming face-to-face and meeting people, and that is what being seen here. So exhibitions are here to stay. That is one thing which is another big ROI for our industry, that face-to-face events, people will want to come out, and with vaccination increasing, I think I'm sure there will be a lot more organizers looking forward to put more events. As Informa, we have our own event calendar. We are trying to put events in the, so the biggest thing for me would be that this is not an aberration, that this is not just one event that we do and then suddenly there's a break. Of course, we know there's a rising number of cases as we speak, but then we'll try to see how we can do business in this trying circumstances, continue doing events. We have an event coming in the month of April in Hyderabad. We are trying to put that up there. Hopefully we should be able to do that, and there are a couple of events coming in the month of May. So that's our, so as of now we are keeping a very short-term horizon, though we have a big event calendar, or larger events incidentally come in the later half of the year, and that really gives us time to test with our smaller events which are there, more regional shows that are there in the calendar. So that will be good for us, that we keep trying, and we will keep trying to make shows happen. We tried doing in December and Jan. Unfortunately, we couldn't put up because of the rising cases. But I think that was a learning for us, how we should probably try to work within the situation that we have, within the circumstances that we have, who all to get involved and try to put up a show. I think that's what actually the learnings we could implement here at Satte, and that's what we'll try to carry forward in the coming next few months. I hope the wave that we are seeing comes down in the coming days. That will help a lot more organizers to put show in the safe and secure circumstances. IEI is doing its best to promote the organizers in doing a safe and sound work along with the government support. So looking forward to shows coming back with a bang in the coming few months. Thank you so much, and you're please welcome to Satte to come and see how the live face-to-face events are really something which the industry is craving for. Thank you so much.
So once again, a warm welcome to all of you from Greater Noida Exhibition Center. As I move forward and I just talk about it, this has been one big experience for us. The reason being, as we spent the last 1 year in our home, in our offices, and we couldn't do the physical show, we were engaging ourselves with the various community on the digital platform. We were looking for this physical interaction once again. And right now we are right in front of you and feeling great to be part of this, following all protocols, which are the government of India has prescribed, have asked us to follow. And also Informa global offices have also prescribed various protocols, various safety measures. They all come under the AllSecure, and we are following all of them and feel very proud to be part of it, to ensure all our guests, all our stakeholders, all our partners, all our colleagues, everybody stays safe. As I move a little forward, you can get to see that how we have made the arrangement with respect to following the safety protocols, how we are ensuring that the people follow all safety protocols, stay safe and conduct business. As we have stepped in, you can see that the registration counter, is not crowded, and you can see, that everywhere there is a QR scanner, and people can simply scan from their mobile phone, and then they can get in case they have not registered, because that process is very simple. But the good to tell you is that we got an overwhelming support. In fact, people have done their registration, or they have done the pre-registration and they've been walking in. So we could see actually people not waiting at the registration area and crowding this area, because that was our purpose, that it should not be crowded. We will have to ensure that all safety protocols are followed, because when people will crowd here, the social distancing will get compromised, which we were very, very sure about it. And we want to ensure that through proper communication, which we used videos, we used infographics, in fact interactive infographics, to explain that why they need to do the pre-registration. And when the pre-registration process happens, which is they can do it on a phone, or which could be based on web-based, it was very important for us to make it very, very simple. We got a lot of feedback, and what has also helped us during the COVID times, or during the pandemic time, the digital acceptance had also increased. So we took the advantage of it. We could explain to them. So that part, thanks to the team, thanks to the best marketing minds, thanks to the people from the project, operation, all have been working very closely to ensure that this comes out very successfully. You can see how the registration process has been functioning with the QR code, and to make it to maintain the social distance, to ensure that people stay safe. Let's take a walk on that, and let's look at how people are, in a very simplified manner, they're walking in with their QR codes on their phone. Sometimes there's also a waiting time for people to take the phone out, use the QR, or ensure the QR is there displayed properly, and slowly and steadily people are walking into it. And you can see here that this is the process here. This is the process where the scanning happens, the access is provided through this area, and people are given entry to the hall. As we just passed by the registration scanning area, it's important now for me to put it across the next step. What we have done is that we have created a control room. In the control room, we have access to the data on a real-time basis, to see that the number of people are inside the hall or hall-wise at any given point of time, so that we know that we are not crossing the threshold. So that gives us a clear picture as a dashboard that at real-time basis how things are really moving. Also in the registration, connecting to this is a story or the element which is connected while we are designing the complete IT solution here, is that we have also ensured that people choose their time of visiting the show. So the thresholds are decided, like we would see in the cinema hall. So people would choose a particular time, and within that time, they visit the show. And we monitor that how many people are there at the same day based on the number of people who have registered. Also, if while registering, so I'm going back a little bit, while registering, if there is a particular number of people who can register at a particular time, if somebody comes after the threshold is crossed there, or the number of available people to visit to register is crossed, then that slot is closed. Then they can look at other alternative slots which are open. So these are some of the options which we have been working to ensure that the protocols are being followed. As we have stepped into the area, I would like to just quickly tell you on the process we just completed. We have ensured that when the registration process happens, all the elements related to the details which are required to be filled based on the government requirement, all secure safety protocols, including the personal details which are required, all that has been very seamlessly captured without making it more cumbersome. We have used platforms and technologies to make it more simplified based on the feedback which we have got from the attendees, the buyers, the guests, the exhibitors. We have used all that feedback and we have made that into a very simplified process. So as you see inside, at every point we have ensured that there are those feedback mechanisms which are also incorporated in the app, which is incorporated in the part of the overall registration process. When the people move in and they get closer to the exit area, they get an alert. They can give the feedback onto the same system to again ensure the social distancing, and we keep it paperless, and there are not too many people touching the same area. While we have also ensured if somebody wants to give the feedback, and we have people with the tabs, so people can just speak out with respect to what they like, what they didn't like, and our team are there to pick those up and put it as a part of the system. So these are some of the things which we have done it. We have ensured that the complete experience remains in line with the confidence which people need when they go to visit here. So with this, I would like to sign off by saying, please do take some time out and join us here to see the restart. When we have got into the new normal, how we have restarted this, and it's important that we all as an industry, we support and to ensure that this continues.
The first physical show of Informa markets after a long wait of 14 months. I'd just like to take you around to a few critical points that we have implemented in this show. Like based on the government guidelines, we have got, if you see, this self-declaration counter. So all participants that come over here have to physically fill a form wherein they state the declaration. So as you can see, we also have this information about the safety measures to be adopted on site, the various information about the nearest hospitals, COVID care, COVID tests can be done or admitted. We have got queuing systems, we have got foot sanitizers over here, if you can see. So you can sanitize your footwear, walk in. We have got queuing systems with distancing that is marked on the floor. So you maintain safe distance while walking in. We also have got an isolation room created. So any suspected cases that we could detect on site over here can be isolated at this room, kept over there for quarantine, and then maybe taken over to a COVID facility. When we walk in through here, we can go in, and you can see we have this automated dispenser for sanitizing. So you have this automated dispenser that gives sanitizing, and you can sanitize your hands. Once you walk in through here, you have a thermal camera. This thermal camera can capture 20 people at a time. So you can capture the temperature of 20 people walking in. If you want, you can have a look at the monitor. This is how you can see the temperature that's there. So at a time, 20 people's temperature can be captured. So you don't need to physically keep people standing and waiting. We also have kept a backup of the registration counters, physical registration counters. But to be in line with the guidelines, we have had digital registration this time. So we have had 98% of our registrations going online. You can have a QR code that is here, through which you could download your badge, have it on your smartphone. When you walk to the hall, your badge is scanned from the smartphone, so you don't need a physical badge. In that way, we have done away with physical printed badges, plastic pouches, lanyards. So we are also working towards sustainability in our events. So over here, if you see, we have got this display on a LED wherein we are mentioning the various steps, how to enter, keep physical distancing. This video is played all throughout the day. This is one of the AllSecure, Informa AllSecure guidelines that we have implemented. So see the emergency evacuation plan that we always have. This is SOP into our rooms, into all our shows. Got the waste bins which are segregated. You have dry waste, wet waste, which was always there in our shows. And now with the COVID, we have also introduced bio waste separately to be disposed of. And this will be taken care of in a medical way. When we walk ahead, we go to the entrance of the halls. We do walk in where we have physical distancing again maintained over here. You have got queue managers, temperature checks, hand sanitizers in place. Again, a temperature control monitors. So inside within the halls, to keep in line with the distancing, we have tried to follow the maximum the guidelines that have been given by the governments. And if you can see the aisles, there are some posters that are kept for people to keep their distance, reminding them to have distancing on site. The aisles are made wider. Instead of 3 meters, which we have normally in a V2B show, we have tried to make it a 4-meter aisle so that we have more of space and people can be spaced out. Yeah, so we have this fire marshal boards also that we have always. We have fire marshals in place with fire extinguishers to tackle any emergencies. We have done away with water bottles and we have kept water kiosks. So we encourage exhibitors to get their own water bottles and then have it refilled over here. In that way, we work towards sustainability also by eliminating PET bottles on site. The next step I take you to is the cafeterias. If you can see over here, you will see this QR code that is there. So over here also we have gone a step ahead and gone digital. We have no physical menus, no cash counter on site. You scan this code, you get the menu, you do an online payment and you go and collect your food. So we have gone digital over there. At the same time, if you see, the tables have got the sneeze guards in place so that it's separated between two people that can be having their food on site. We have tried to discourage people sitting on site, hence no sitting arrangements as such. You can see the info counter also is with a protective shield. This is how we have tried to implement the best practices in tackling COVID also. So I would like to convey this message to everyone that yes, life has turned back normal for us. After a long wait in this field, we have been waiting to get on site and be conducting our physical shows with confidence. And this is how, with safety measures in place, with your guidelines being followed, I think we can definitely look forward to having more shows and give the industry a bounce back. And with that, I would say stay safe, stay healthy, and all the best.